Here, listen to what I'm saying, yeah? And listen carefully. What?
Than Ranieri. He's not even beating the Ranieri allegation. Win a league title like Leicester City, then I respect you like Leicester City. So if I see him, Saka win the league title, I'll call him. I'll call Brighton.
What if we win the double?
You're not win the double. You're not win the.
If we win the double, Hamza, I will come to your yard. I'll come to your house, bro.
You're not winning
I
Champions
will
League.
come to your house, bro.
You are not winning Champions League. That's a guarantee, 1000%. Bro, I'm so confident. There's no.
Would you like to bet on Hamza? Would you like to put
Bro,
a
come on, man.
gentleman's
You
wager on?
know win Champions League.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, we got Saka sauce.
peri Saka sauce. Saka these
Who's on the
nuts.
side?
What?
Who's that?
What is that?
The fuck is that?
Is that Saka himself?
The sound of the police. I don't know why I'm singing that song, but.
Hello and welcome to Yasser TV. Welcome back to the channel, my people. We don't need these, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, big up to Touchline for the raid. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's already in the building. And yeah, listen, I just came from the gym earlier. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw we got the 2 here we goes. We got the 1 here we go when I was still sleeping. You know? Hey, listen, I don't really know what to think. You know what I mean? Like for me, the more I thought about it, I think when I first saw the Jordan Henderson thing, I was like, nah. I was telling everyone it's the Willie Isa replacement. Do you know what I'm saying? I was just telling everyone, yo, it's the Willie Isa replacement. You know that we got the here we go for we got the here we go for Henderson. Hey, there you go. 21 minutes ago. We got the here we go for Henderson. Before I actually get into it, big up to everyone that's already in the building. Big up to Touchline for the raid as well. I appreciate that. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to Touchline. I don't know, coincidence thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. Yeah. So big up to Godfrey. 1 second. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to Luis Gomez, the Barca fan. You get me, man? Said 2 billion spent in Henderson, Welbeck in the starting lineup. I'm like, brother, they're not in our starting lineup, bro. I wouldn't be smiling if they were in my starting lineup. I'm telling you like this now. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I would have been here smiling, yeah, if they were in my starting lineup. Do you understand? You don't need to understand that one. If they were in our starting lineup, there is no way I would be here smiling. Do you understand? I'm saying, remember we got that, it's not even NFL, what is it, rugby dunny from Australia or New Zealand to motivate the team and that we got years ago, yeah? I was joking and saying Henderson's this replacement, yeah? But look, the more I thought about it, the more I kind of started looking at why we're bringing him in the team and stuff. Welbeck is someone that scored 7 goals against us, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's in general or just at his time at Brighton, yeah? Listen, you've already cancelled those goals out. Those goals now aren't going to happen against us from Welbeck. You know what I mean? That's one. And then secondly, you bringing in someone that's played at Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, by the way, it's not a good thing, but you get the point. He's played at big club. He's played at Arsenal. He's played at United. He's kind of been brought up around the United team, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it the other way around? I don't know. But either way, he was someone was at a big club. Do you know what I'm saying? You're bringing in someone that knows about big clubs and stuff like that, innit? So you're not really bringing in someone that's just stupid. Or he just played at Brighton his whole life and now we're saying, come on, you want to make the big step. Because they both got 2-year contracts. I'm pretty sure they both got 2-year contracts, innit? So they both got 2-year contracts. So other than that, it's not necessarily the worst. Let me go through the chat. Mandem, 100% right ratio. You know what I'm saying? Share the stream, all that kind of stuff. But please hit the like button. It's free. Let's hit the like button as much as we can. Support the channel as well, please. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it all. Let's keep going. I haven't managed to clip that bit from the last stream, yeah? I have to take that bit out. The way I got done, yeah? I need to clip that bit out. I tried to do it, but the stream wasn't processed at that time. So I need to probably do it after I end the stream. Real football's back. They must have saw the last performance and we signed Welbeck so quick. The lap, you still want to fight for your place? Go on, lad. If he wants to fight for his place, he wants to fight for his place, bro. Like, I don't. It's just up to him. You know what I'm saying? It's not my choice. It's not my choice. Big up to Chelsea King. Big up to M16 as well. Chelsea King says Godfrey Henderson won't start every game. He might start against League 2 sides, but he won't get as many minutes. We have Enzo Caicedo, Asugo, Lavia, and another midfielder incoming. Yeah, I will talk about the other midfielder incoming as well. Big up the Kings of London. Big up my brother. Who else is there? Big up to Somaliang. And if we sell Enzo, that's another midfielder incoming as well. Yes, that's true. Do a Hossam clip. We got better Hossam clips. We'll do them later. We'll do them through the stream. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Hossam. Big up to Will. Big up Yasser. A long time. Hey, listen, I kind of haven't streamed as much. I have done more woke up stuff and that. Not necessarily me. It was me and the Mandem, but you get the point, innit? I ain't seen you on the channel for a long time. Hopefully I see you more often. I'm going gym later for sure. Brother, all I ever see this brother do is deadlifts, bro. I don't know. Are you carrying water? Are you building houses? I don't understand. Every time I see this brother post a video, it's him doing deadlifts. He's gonna have a henchback and then the rest of his body just skinny, bro. Here we go for Hendo. Yes, we got the here we go for Hendo. We'll get into that as well. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Yeah. I know I was playing along. Saying, yeah. I know Godfrey's trolling, you know what I'm saying? The funniest thing about Godfrey is the name, bro. Man said Prem and NBA champion. Man even added the NBA champion. Just so that he could say he won a double. You know what I mean? He won a double. Big up to Hyper. Always in the building as well. Appreciate it. Welbeck signing makes sense, but not Henderson. We'll talk about both. Big up to Venki as well. Appreciate it. I think you subscribed as well, so I appreciate it. M16 says big up. A1 Sav says 1 game a week raped. Hey, you lot not leaving me alone, bro. Now, Danny Welbeck, innit? So Danny Welbeck is someone that could be a very good option for us, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You could put him a second, or even if you say that you want him and the other guys to fight for the black plays, or whoever's better ends up playing, it's probably going to be Welbeck. And I'd rather have a reliable option, someone that knows what to do in that position. And I'm pretty sure he scored 14 goals in 40 appearances or something like that in general. So he is someone that could add to the team. And everyone adds chips in throughout the season, and for you to get to where you get to. It's not just one guy that carries you along the whole way, and because that's not something that is sustainable, innit? So you have to find something that can happen in both ways. Now, I'm with that, innit? I think that's fine. Like Welbeck, I kind of thought, oh, these men are just bringing in Welbeck. But me personally, I'd rather have Welbeck than Jackson. This is honest truth. I'd rather have Welbeck than Jackson, bro. These men only signed a 2-year deal. So you come and support the players that are already there. The players that are already there are also learning from the guys that you're bringing in, whether it's improving their mentality, whether with Welbeck he can help them finish, learn from them. Whatever he can add to that team of those players, yeah. Whatever he can add to that team for the players, yeah, and how we can improve them is what we can get for that team. That's all it is, bro. That's literally all it is. We don't need anything specific. You guys get what I'm saying? So, like, for me personally, yeah, the more I look at it, bringing in Norgard's mad. Yeah, Norgard's not a winner. Like, you can't bring Norgard into the team, yeah, and expect him to transform the team or help the team. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't help. Not in my opinion, anyway. But when I'm looking at like those kind of signings, yeah, Henderson's one. You know, even though I know says that Henderson's he's trying to achieve everything. What's it called? Gerrard couldn't. That's so funny if you deep it. Yeah, he wanted to come to Chelsea. He didn't come to Chelsea. He wanted to win the league. Never won the league. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard interviews of players recently as well saying that, oh, who's the player that you like, no, you need in the team, blah, blah, blah. And they always say Henderson. Well, we always laugh about it, yeah. But because in the general conversation, it don't mean much to us. But if it could mean so much in the changing room. I know we spoke about this the other day, and the Kings of London was talking about Bettinelli and some other players that were mentioned, yeah? So, like, I understand that. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I do understand that. So, Welbs as third choice is proper good person to have, and maybe even throw on. Then Hendo as fifth option ain't hurting no one, and just improving backroom, more appointment with him than a signing. But this is what I'm saying. It's more what you add for the group, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not just about what happens on the pitch. As much as I understand that, but maybe you can help them mentally, innit? That's the thing. And maybe it's better to have a Welbeck. I don't know, I was joking here the other day. I was like, listen, Welbeck is there to support the black guys, and then the little English guys got Henderson. You know what I'm saying? To keep them in line. Yeah, I was joking. But for me, I just look at it in a different way as well, yeah? That whether it's groups in training, whether it's just the mentality aspects, whether it's pushing them when they do things wrong, all those things, or even getting them, because we've had a lot of situations last season, yeah, where the team was in the mud and you needed a captain to drag them out, innit? Just like whether it's mentally, whether it's when we concede goals, the timing and when we concede goals. Like, you have to have that winning aspect, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? To get you out of that situation. And I think a lot of the times we didn't have that. Cool. I think Reece James is more of a captain that leads by example on the pitch, innit? But he's not that vocal guy. Even us with more time would probably say that Cole was louder than him, but he barely plays. So, like, it doesn't help. Enzo Fernandez is loud, but he can have stinkers. So, like, you know, there's no balance there. You guys get what I'm saying? There's no balance there. Big up to Kizzy in the chat as well. He's better than what you have. Bro, you saw your guy stand up set AJ Stack. I don't know if I saw the whole thing. I saw a clip. I don't remember whether it was Instagram, TikTok. I saw one of the clips, yeah. I need to go see the rest. I know he messaged me about it. I want to see it first before I message him back, yeah. You see, I don't know if the crowd's laughing. Yeah, I don't know if the crowd's laughing, yeah. Because, I don't know, because they're scared of what he's about to say next. I don't know why they're laughing, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know why they're laughing, bro. I don't know. But we'll have that conversation, innit? I don't know, because one day, if we ain't got nothing to do, yeah, we might just react to his stand-up. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what the chat's saying. You know what I mean? We'll see what the chat's saying. Hey, by the way, Reece, yeah? Hey, Saka finally, man. Saka got the Diddy trim now, you know? He got the trim. You know how everyone used to get this picture and just put his face on Diddy, yeah? He actually got this trim now. Chelsea have 7 strikers in this moment. Greedy team. I'm going to be honest with you with the 7 strikers thing, yeah? Half of them are probably going to leave. Jackson's leaving. Gu's probably leaving. Delap, we don't know. People want him to leave, but whether he's going to leave or not, that's a different story, innit? Or he might just leave on loan. I think loan is the likely outcome for this brother, yeah? Who's the rest? I don't think we had like Shimweka, Satpev, but Satpev, it just depends on whether they send him on loan to somewhere where he can actually get minutes. I think that if you send him to the league, Premier League, they'll just bench him. It's not because he's not good enough, but you know, when they get a bit of pressure, they're like, oh, we're not going to play his play. We're not going to play this guy. We're going to play some random guy. So that's what happens, isn't it? Yo, Yasser might not get red cards again next season if any player do noises to get smacked. Yeah, you never know. Facts, Welbeck still mashing work even at 35. That could also be, yeah. This could also be. I'm telling you, this could also be, yeah, that because he had all these injuries, yeah, his kind of his career prolonged. He managed to get in. He managed to get himself fit again, and now he's just finally using those years he never used before. Even though usually when you get injuries, your body's weaker anyway, but it's a weird one. You know what I mean? Like even like a Mudryk, he ain't played like in a couple of years now, yeah? He could play till he's 40. That doesn't mean that he's old. He just never played as much when he was younger, so it's a bit different. Because nowadays, remember, all these players are playing from like 16, 15, 16, they're throwing them on the pitch. Do you know, wonder kids and that. Welbeck's better than Delap and Jackson. Oh yeah, I agree. Watch y'all switch up on Welbeck after 10 games. My thing is, Welbeck is not a starter. It's when I start seeing Welbeck starting every week is when I'm start to get annoyed. However, if João Pedro's injured and all that kind of stuff, then I expect to see Welbeck more often than I'd usually want. Do you know what I'm saying? But hopefully no injuries this season. Please, please, please. No injuries, bro. I'm tired of the injuries and all these waffle stuff. Just have us a good season, bro. Watch out, Yasser, let me stop you with this Jackson nonsense. I'd rather keep the lap. Let me explain. We can get 30 million for the lap next season. Jackson's money is up 55. Goes a long way this window. Players we need. We have no competition for our targets. So spend the money now. Hey, I've said it, but obviously I may have said it for different reasons, yeah. But for me, Jackson's won the Bundesliga. He won the African Cup of Nations. Blah blah blah. His stocks are quite all right high. Ship him, bro. Even if he won 65, if you get 55, ship that brother, bro. I'm telling you. Unai Emery loves him now. We don't know if he's going to love him next season. You know what I'm saying? Jackson does certain things on the pitch sometimes, yeah, that make you change his mind. Yeah, if Unai Emery starts seeing him missing clear opportunities 5, 6, 7 times, he might be like, listen, he might not be the guy that I want. So I'm saying, ship him now. The lap, his value, the thing about the lap that people don't understand here is the lap is, first of all, is English, yeah? Not that it matters the most, but he's an English striker or whatever. There's not much of them now, yeah? Then, secondly, you have, he's supposed to be talent. Like, he's supposed to be someone that's supposed to achieve things, innit? I think his mentality let him down. I don't think it's his ability. With the lap, it's not his ability that let him down. It's his mentality. After he came back from injury, he started doing rugby union and stuff. Do you know what I mean? He started doing, I don't even know what people that watch rugby, I don't even know what kind of thing it's called, yeah? It's just bare sports. He's not playing ball. He started just kicking everyone. Remember he scored the goal in the Club World Cup? That finish was sick. That West Ham hold up play and that. Anything else, he just died, bro. After that, it's just a fall off a cliff, bro. But it's cool now to diss the lap, innit? So like, he's one of those players now that if you mention him, people just get onto you. Regardless of whether you're being honest or not honest, or is your opinion, you have to crash it on the lap. That's the thing now. If you send him on loan and he does well, you can still sell him for more than 30 million. If you send him on loan and he doesn't do well, you could probably still sell him for 30 million. Because we're saying we want 40 million for him and he's only scored 1 goal. Like, this is what you lot don't deep. He's only scored 1 goal the whole season and we said we'll sell him for 40. Because they know, like, this is the thing. If the lap gets sold this summer, yeah, and he starts bagging somewhere else, the first thing is every Donny that used to cuss him, yeah, is going to say, why did we let him go? Why didn't we let him give him 1 more season? I know how it works. I know exactly how it works. You see, with certain players, you can tell they're rubbish, yeah. But I'm telling you, if he goes and bags somewhere else, people are going to cry. Oh, we let him go. Because people always do things and then think. That's what I realized with the YouTube thing. Everyone just does, they react. However, I am not fussed if we sell him. If we sell him, he's not done well enough for me to come here and say we should have kept him. And that's not my point. Because this is the thing. Every time you mention him, people want you to say, or if you mention him in a way that's not you frying him, it means that you want him to stay. I don't necessarily want him to stay, but if we can get more out of him, he could be a backup. I just can't see him starting every week. That's my point. He has to develop though. And the problem is, he's not necessarily getting enough minutes to develop. So, with João Pedro doing well, I'm going to start João Pedro ahead of him. So, it's simple as that. So, he either has to change it around like he's pretending that he wants to do this season, or goodbye. You know what I'm saying? We can still keep 30 million. But I hear that. Because for me, I've seen enough of Jackson. We gave Jackson 2 seasons. And if you lot want, whenever Zay turns up in the chat, because he will eventually turn up in the chat, whenever he does turn up in the chat, ask him, yeah? He had him at Bayern Munich. He was telling me months before, they were praying that Senegal gets to the furthest part of the African Cup of Nations so they don't have to see. and they have Kane. So he doesn't really have the chance to start ahead of Kane anyway or play ahead of Kane. So when a man is praying and saying, please, please don't come back. I hope Senegal wins the World Cup. Or sorry, Senegal wins the African Cup of Nations so you don't have to see him. That tells you everything about that brother. We saw him for 2 seasons, yeah. My issue with him, I've always said you could probably play him on the wing. You can play him second striker. You can play him in all these different positions where he's running with the ball and that. But the minute you put him in front of goal, he is brain dead, bro. Like, you can tell he's never played striker until Poch threw him up front. We only threw him up front because Nkunku got injured in pre-season, if you guys remember, yeah? So, we put him on there. People said we're not giving him time. He still managed to get 15 goals. Bro, if Palmer's creating for you, you could score 15 goals. You know that? You don't have to be special to score 15 goals, you know? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be special to score 15 goals when Palmer's putting it on the plate for your left, right, and centre. Because all the opportunities that Jackson was missing, even in that first or second season, were tap-ins. Like, Jackson could have easily been on 20-something goals. Easy. And even when Palmer had that fall-off in January, it's almost like he got fed up of trying to assist this brother that kept missing opportunities, that it started affecting his form. That's how it kind of felt like on TV, like watching it every week. So I'm not necessarily telling you guys, cope with Delap. That's never been my thing. But bro, this Jackson brother, we gave him 2 seasons. He showed us exactly how it is, especially the second season. And I think that's it. He's got in his 2 seasons. If everyone else wants him, great. The thing is, I just don't necessarily think it's fair, yeah, for someone to just have a bad season and you write him off. Let him have a second season. If the second season's poor, then we have a guaranteed thing to say, yo, listen, bro, you're not that great. And we're not relying on him. We were relying on Jackson. We're not relying on a Delap. Delap could be the backup. He can come on and do his thing. If he finally gets his form around, cool. If he doesn't, you sell him. The problem with Delap is you're not going to, like, the good thing about Delap is you're not really losing that value because of how much we bought him. If we bought Delap for 60, 70, 80 million or something stupid because he was the next whatever people were calling him, yeah, we would have been in big trouble because you knew you weren't going to make that money. We were never going to make that money. So that's also part of the reason why. But Jackson can get you bread right now, and I think Kings of London's right. Do you know what I'm saying? Best team in England, remember that. Hey, I don't know if you're thinking about a couple of years ago, bro. Hey, Pepper's left, Klopp's left. That was the other Danny. No, well, to be honest, Klopp was already left. But Slot's left, Pep's left. Arteta finally managed to win the league, and all that kind of stuff. And you still talking about best team in England. All those things happened since the last time you were best of England, bro. You know what I mean? This is hilarious, but I'll leave it alone. Hey, Tyler, leave us alone. You know what I mean? Tyler, leave us alone. Hey, Tyler, bro. Let me tell you right now, yeah? Leave us alone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for all that.
Let's have the police. I don't know why I'm singing that song, but
You're a Liverpool fan. Tell me about transfers, bro. How's your window? Remind the chat how many players you got this window. Oh, they're doing the back and forth with M16. Oh, channeling his inner Sadio Mane. He's about to cook. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, man, bro. Arteta whipped that brother's hairline out of him, you know. His ability, his hamstrings, his Achilles, bro. This is dark. If big up brother Yasser, at least about was cheap. Rumors Danny Boy was 5-10 million. Why didn't disclose the fee? We already know Henderson free, no risk on both backup. Bro, Danny Welbeck, I just think that they don't want to mention how much he is because I think Brighton are a little bit embarrassed. Well, not embarrassed, but they just don't want it to be loud, innit? How much they let him go for. Because I can show you like this right now, yeah. If I bookmark all my bookmarks, yeah. This is funny because this is something that Lewis quote tweeted there, and I just had to put it up. So some Brighton page said there that Chelsea have agreed to deal with Danny Welbeck, yeah. And then this girl somehow, somewhere, what did she say? Podcaster on Albion Obsessed. Swifty. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Swifty. She said, could have been a Brighton legend. Now you're just another snake. Yeah, well, I don't know whether I want to go in the comment section, yeah. For the man that won the last stream, yeah, we got caught by some mad video last time on the stream, yeah. But, do you get me? They're saying, bro, he played for United, Arsenal, won titles. Doubt he's going to lose sleep over this. Brighton legend. You see, even Blaze, big up Blaze. Everyone's cooking her, bro. Didn't even know there was such thing as a Brighton legend. Would you turn down the world champions? Damn, they need to cancel the deal now that Chloe thinks Welbeck is a snake. You know what I mean? Is there anything to smile about being a Brighton legend? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, yeah. Like, they don't really want to talk about how much the money is in it for do you know what I'm saying? For Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck had 13 goals last season, and replacing the lap with us most likely selling or loan the lap. I don't know. I think the more I think about it, I think I have a feeling it's going to be 3 players. Yeah, I think João Pedro, Welbeck, and Delap are going to be the 3 strikers we're going to see. I think Gu's probably going to get the Sunderland thing. Not Sunderland, but he's going to get last minute sent somewhere. What's the other brother? Jackson's getting sold because you can get money for him, like Kings of London said. And if Aston Villa and my man's still interested, you know, Emery, I think that's a good opportunity to keep him moving. He wants to get regular minutes. And I think we heard something about Ollie Watkins to United, and not recently, but we've heard rumours recently in the last couple of days. So maybe it could be something, yeah. Yeah, you have Jacket, yeah, the most expensive Jacket, yeah. Nah, you're good, bro. The answer is none. Go get more signings as your team need work more than anyone. I don't know what's gonna happen, you know, with Liverpool, bro. I don't know what they're doing. They're talking about Jeff Bezos and that, like he's gonna get them signings from the Amazon store, bro. You know, like he's gonna get the same day delivery. I don't know what they're talking about, owners and that. I'm like, brother, you need signings. You know what I mean? Because now this season, when they don't perform, they can't blame Slot, so they're gonna try and blame the owners. Oh, they didn't buy players, and what happened? You thought it was Slot's fault. The team's great. You know what I mean? That's what we were hearing. Not from M16 anyway, so I'm not really saying him, but you get the point. Why would you switch on that? He's not starter, and Delap give us 1 goal in the Prem last season. Watching Delap for years, I know he can get more than 1 goal. Eh? You see? You see, big up to my guy Amdmas Prime, yeah? One of the few brothers that just is honest, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? He gave us 1 goal, but listen, he can definitely get more than 1 goal. That's my point. So the 1 goal is not his stick, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are just going back to saying, well, he only had 1 goal. Bro, I think with strikers, yeah, the worst thing you don't want to be out of sync. Sometimes, yeah, injuries come at the wrong time. Things don't end up going your way. Everything you're trying is not going your way. We've seen it so many times over the years with other strikers here where they can't get a goal to save their life. You know what I mean? They man are giving them penalties. They're missing penalties. Like, it's just in your head, innit? And I think on top of that, all the other things that we went through, yeah, with managers, obviously it doesn't help that João Pedro started going the way he's going, which meant that brother had to just sit on the bench. But I think with Delap, yeah, he needed a long run in. You know, some players just need a couple of games. You just play them, they get their little thing in, whatever, yeah. But I just think that he just needs that regular minutes in terms of just know where you are, come off the bench, do your job and go off. Go on the bench, go off, he's not gonna start ahead of João Pedro, innit? So he's gonna have to rise. Like, if he rises, he might have a spot in this team. But if he doesn't, we'll sell him. Like, that's how simple it is. It doesn't mean that I love him and that. It's just that, bro, there's more from him to bring, bro. Foul best part is Danny Welbeck's only 5'10". Could be lower. I have a feeling it's lower, bro. I thought it's 5 million. I think Leone looks good, but obviously hopefully he doesn't get injured. Bro, do we have a better midfield and attack than you know? I'm enjoying Tyler, bro. I'm enjoying the comedy at Chelsea. Keep it going. Blue Co, Bowley, whoever it is, keep it going. This guy's trolling me, bro. You know that was he's trolling Tyler, bro. What's going on? You know what I mean? What? So, okay, so that means Liverpool's is depressing. You know that was if ours is funny, comedy and that. It's dark. M16 problem is your club hasn't done anything so far and the window closes September the 1st. Why you need 5-6 positions, especially centre back and DM and both wings. Oh, yeah. Man, I acting like we bought these players and that's it. I'm shocked Liverpool lost players, but haven't done anything where it's their DM or both wings signing with Salah gone. Bro, these men think that Barcola's just gonna replace Salah. Hey, listen. Remember they told me Gakpo's trash the whole season. Man were telling me we got to look at our left wingers, Gakpo, and you saw how that brother moved in the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, what happened? He's not all of a sudden he's not trash. The lap feels like that Nike advert where the kid and CR7 swap souls and down knees did it. What's funny? Yo, he was calm and then he put that suit on, bro, after his injury. Nah, that's dark. I'm for Hey, nah, you're violating. I don't think you need a keeper, but you're spot on with DM centre back, right back. Listen, I'm worried about that Mamadashvili, brother. It's not looking good over there, bro. Yeah, I think he conceded 20-something shots or whatever it was from his 20-something saves. I don't know what it was. So, like his last season, the amount of goals he conceded from his thing was crazy, bro. Holes, bro, your ship's sinking. He wanna just get a big up to Pierre in the chat. Big up Yasser, my cheese, Chelsea brother. Great window so far. Hey, listen, big up to you. I think we can make the window like very, very good, and we'll get into that now. And I know I'm just reading the chat. Once I get to the end of the chat here, we'll talk about. Well, I'll get into the next bit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we will try, but you won't be in top 5 if you don't sign other players, not just Barcola. No way, bro said he would try to compete for the Prem and still have the balls to say they have a better team than us. Nah. What's wrong with trying, bro? At least they're signing players unlike the mighty Liverpool. Oh, I hate them in the chat, you know what I mean? Hey. Let's see how our window ends, then we'll tell you the truth. What are you saying, bro? Oi, imagine, is he the alternative to Alvarez? You know, the Alvarez alternative. If they can't get Alvarez, yeah, go get Gu. That's how we're gonna promote it, you know. You couldn't get Gu. I mean, you couldn't get Alvarez. Hey, listen, you want a player that wanted to play for Barcelona or play... forget the guy that wants to play for Barcelona. We got a guy that played for La Masia, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got a guy that's already played for La Masia. Yeah, he's a pressing demon. Yeah, agile and that. Yeah, you can put he can model all the kits. Mark you 30 million, you know, 35 million. I mean, strikers are going for 50, 45. You know, them ones 45. He's talented. I can't lie. Omar was getting on to me, the Barca fan. Yeah, a couple like was it last year when he was like, "What happened to you? You took you off us. What happened to you?" I just think that brother just never got enough minutes. We bought him back and barely even played a minute. So. Also, that was the biggest injury the lap had in his career. Let him be third or second choice. I just want Jackson up. Bro, Kings of London's my guy, you know. Because I'm not someone that just wants people to agree with me, yeah. Because if you bring in your viewpoints and I realize that I'm wrong, yeah, I'm willing to say, yo, listen, I'm wrong on that. Like, I don't mind saying that I'm wrong on something, yeah. I think a lot of people have this thing where they can't, or they're worried about people just cooking them, yeah. That lab needs to move away. It's not good enough. I'm not running prop. Do you know what I'm saying? Dalap is the worst player I've ever seen play for Chelsea. Hey, man, I don't think he's the worst at it. I don't think he's the worst. I think he's one of the worst, but he's not the worst. He would bite your hand having Gordon over Gakpo. I don't know about that. You know, I hate him. That's the one thing I don't agree with. You know, so I'm not sure about that. Killer Jackson right now, 60 million. Third striker, don't get to play. We have 2 good strikers. Third striker, where did it go? It's Moneyball. Yeah. Nah. Jackson's time's up, bro. Let me tell you, man, now. Jackson's time's up. He's done. Yeah, Jackson's time's up. And he can bring you money. So you get rid of him, bro. Now, this is the thing, man, not understand. It's not just... Some people just don't like him, innit? That's it. I think we'll sell Delap, Jackson, Gulon, Sat5, and keep Omega. Nah, I think it's time for Gu to stop moving on, especially with him not getting any minutes. Unless Alonso wants to do other things, innit? Yeah, with Jackson, get rid of him with the money that you're talking about. Why you can't? Some people still think they can get value out of Jackson, bro. There is no value in Jackson. This is the value in Jackson, bro. Hey, these one better sell him, you know. Don't bottle it.
Yeah, bottle water. I was gonna say, yeah, bring me some more bottles.
Mount water. Give me some bottles. One more bottle. Mount bottles.
Give me some bottles.
I swear, don't bottle it, you know. Sell that brother. I'm telling you, sell that brother, you know. 65 million, 55 million, sell him, bro. Hey, big up to Football Rig in the chat as well, man. I hope you're good, my bro. Stop the cap, Jackson's dead food. Whoa! That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Get the money and let him go. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Some people say Jackson going to Villa. Well, Emery likes him. Obviously, he's played under Emery at Villarreal. So that obviously helps. He wants him. And listen, the more I think about it, yeah, I think there's a reason we spent 170 million on Morgan Rogers. Like, the more I think about it, we spent that, but we were like, listen, we're gonna need some favors from you. Like, we probably really paid 65 million for that, brother, or less. You know what I mean? That's the money we really paid. Because if you send in Garnacho over, obviously, inshallah. Listen, God, I don't ask for much, yeah. Just make sure Garnacho gets his 10 goals, 15, whatever it is, 20 goals, 100 goals. Just let him get the confirmation that he's staying at Villa, yeah, because obviously it's a loan obligation. So we hope it, no obligation with a condition or something, yeah. So let him get his goals, please. So he's gone. So you get your 40 million, yeah. That you take that off the 100 million. Then if we sell Jackson for let's say between 55, 60 million, you're talking 90 million around that money for both of those players that we sold to them, yeah. You take that off the of the 117, and both of us are shaking hands. Yeah, and we took the set piece coach. And we took that set piece coach. So for me, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm chilling. It depends. For Jackson's probably 55. I know we're asking for 65, but if you got into negotiations, we could probably get 55, 60. Like, if United get, if Villa get rid of, if Villa get rid of Watkins because he was linked to United, if they get rid of him, there's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I could see him because then he can become one of their main guys up front. No one's running Jackson prop. I'm just saying I would rather have half of Jackson than subject myself to that. But we played Jackson up front. So me, khalas. You know what I'm saying? On the wings and that, I can probably think about it. But up front, I'm tired. I can't have a brother that don't know how to put his standing foot before he shoots. I don't respect that. That's just me, innit? You know what I mean? I can't have that kind of conversation. What did I just see? Hey, I was like, wait, what? What did I do? You know, I was thinking, what did I do? But listen, yeah. Now that's funny. So imagine, I'm showing you lot this year. Joey responded to one of my things here and he said F you. And I was thinking, wait, what did I do? You know, then I remembered. We got the Pochettino bomber, innit? He's agreeing to a new contract. So I said, this is for all the 2, 4, and 5 a.m. kickoffs at the World Cup hold, innit? Hey, I couldn't watch those games. Holland played, was it 2 a.m., 3 a.m.? I couldn't watch that game. I woke up to go work. It was penalties. You know what I mean? It was penalties. I can't blame me. I couldn't watch my nation because they tried to hold the World Cup at your nation. And you lot, they want to do normal human being times. You know them ones. So I don't know. How are we going to respond to this brother, bro? I don't know. I don't even know, bro. We'll think about it. We'll think about it next time. Anyway, now, what's the chat saying? Where is it? Emery signing Chelsea rejects like Garnacho, Sancho, Jackson. Yeah, but Sancho is not a reject. Sancho is not a Chelsea reject. We wanted to actually keep Sancho. The problem with Sancho was that I think we changed our mind on the money that we were going to give him at the end of the season. I think we got Conference League. We won the Conference League. I think instead of offering him whatever it was, we lowered our wages at the end and he was like, nah, I'm not signing. So we didn't stick to our thing and then he just went back and then he moved to... Because we never signed him, we loaned him. Are you going to win league this season? You spend 5 billion. 5 billion. And I don't know how much we spend, bro. We spend until we win the league, bro. That's all I'm saying. Big up Yasser in the chat. Big up to Javo. My guy, you know, I ain't seen Javo yet. Big up to Javo. Gotta get rid of both Jackson and Delap, I can't lie. Welbeck as a second option is fine with no European football. That's fine. Kelly, you won't have to. We will have 55 games all season. JP will play around 40 games. Welbeck will play around 10 at most. And Delap will play 5. I don't mind. But then you got to put in injuries. You don't know if any of these men get injured. If Welbeck's injured or gets injured, you then have all of a sudden Delap's playing him most of his games. Do you know what I'm saying? And if we win games early on or score goals in games early on, you take off João Pedro so he doesn't have to play as much and he can play whoever else and give them minutes. So it just depends. Like, you want to be using your squad to the fullest though, regardless of whether you have one game a week. I know we keep saying one game in the week, but that's the league. Do you know what I'm saying? That's more league. So I think Welbeck will do well for Chelsea, but Henderson's past it. Henderson's motivational leadership. He's our Scott Carson, but he's a midfielder, bro. He's there for the vibes. He's there to make sure everyone's focused. Like that. That's why we got him. 2-year deal. He's going to be around. If we need his leadership on the pitch or we need to throw him on for whatever reason to hold the lead or something, bro. Like, we'll probably just throw him on. But he's not someone that we're going to see often. Yeah, Natalie says, do you know if that full Enzo's leaving asking for a friend? Hey, I've seen people talking today, bro, saying, oh, it's fine. I'll keep him. We can't get a replacement. Listen, if he wants to go, tell him to pack his bag and we'll let him go. Put the money Bruno Guimaraes and just keep it moving. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about some midfield stuff as well once I get through the chat. I know I said it earlier, but because I was doing something else, the chat ran away from me. You know, the chat been running away from me. So I'm trying to make sure I get through all of it. Remember how Jackson acted when he wanted to cancel his loan to Bayern? That's another thing. Sunderland, Man United, Arsenal, Brighton and Chelsea. Yep. Morning Zombie. Hey, big up to Morning Zombie. Kings of London. Neither of them going to play without Europe, my G. Value going to tank even further. Just sell them both at this point. I think we can still flip both Jackson and Delap for a slight profit. We want 40 for Delap. Hey, yeah. Morning Zombie says smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. I don't tolerate Jackson at all. He has nosebleed in front of post. But in front of the post. I didn't even say in front of goal, you know. This brother is mad. I was happy for one reason when Belgium chocolate smoked the MAGA merchant on their own soil, yeah. Jabo Delap is English striker. We will get 30 million easy next season from any mid-table club. Jackson should be a priority. Because if this is the thing, Jackson's the type of player, yeah, if he jumps on the pitch and he does anything, I'm telling you, if he does anything wrong, people remember how bad he was again. And then his value will just tank. You know what I mean? His value will just tank, bro. Hey, big up to Footy Reacts. I'd say good luck to Henderson.
You know what that tastes of? Liverpool's tears. Hold that! It feels good! You're giving me more entertainment, and we love it.
What's this one?
English Premier League. Yeah, English Premier League, no. Liverpool.
Listen, bro. It's not my listen. It's not my problem. All your, you know what I'm saying, legends on that want to come to us. You know what I mean? We got no European football. Yeah, but you're a legend. Snatch your legend. You know what I'm saying? Brought him over to, you know what I'm saying? Brought him to the bridge, to the world champions to be our manager. Yeah, when you lot were looking for a manager too. Yeah. Hendo's doing what Gerrard couldn't. You know what I mean? You lot had to force Gerrard to stay. You know what I mean? You could have been here too. You know, he could have been a real legend. You know? Hey, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. But listen, big up to Footy React. Hey, man, make sure you subscribe to Footy React. Liverpool fan, innit? You don't know, he might be doing a crash out video, blood. You just seen his legend go to Chelsea. But obviously, man, like Simon Phillips. I've heard this before, yeah, but this is what Simon Phillips said, and I think I don't know what to think of this, yeah. I genuinely don't know what to think of this, because I remember reading something the other day where they said that we will sign someone from Alex Scott or the Wharton, and we're gonna decide one of the two. But I don't know if this is a direct quote, and if this is a direct quote, it's dark. It is very, very dark. I'm telling you, it's going to be very dark. If this is a direct quote, and this is exactly what we're thinking, yeah, it's not actually smart. Because this is the thing. I've had it confirmed by 3 of top SPTC, where I think is Simon Phillips talks Chelsea sources now, that as well as Henderson and Scott, Chelsea still plan an attempt to sign Adam Wharton from Palace as well. Now, we know Adam Wharton's our #1 target. Or not necessarily target, but he's a player that we've always wanted to bring to Chelsea, yeah. I think we tried to do it last season, and then they kind of gave us that side eye again and said, yo, listen, remember what happened with Olise, yeah? Okay, stay away from us. You know what I mean? They stay away from us. But all the Chelsea fans that regularly tune into like the new stuff know that we've always had this Chelsea Adam Wharton thing, yeah. We've had the Morgan Rogers with Chelsea link. We've always had those links or rumors, yeah. But now we're actually trying to make sure it's getting done. Obviously, they want Alex Scott, but I have a feeling, yeah, that obviously Henderson's someone that's going to be around the team. We don't see him like for the people that are saying like, because this is my opinion, by the way. If they decide to go with, okay, we got Henderson, we're not getting no midfielders, yeah. I'm going to be fuming. You know what I'm saying? And all of us will probably will. But we're going with the fact, yeah. I'm only going with that fact because that's where the common sense lies. If they decide to end up going with the other way, we'll do a stream cooking these, man, for doing the dumb thing, yeah. But the smart thing is, you have Henderson and that as backups or 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5th choice backups, whatever, yeah. But you have these, you get the players in that aren't just good now, but they're also future players. Because there's no point in building your team now. Just bringing old dons and you got to bring old dons next year and then... Because remember, yeah, Henderson and that got to be replaced next season or the season after. Do you know what I mean? If these man's body break down next season or this season, sorry, we're going to have to start looking at selling them to Saudi or something. Do you know what I mean? Already like, okay, cool, you know what? You don't really help this team like that. Or he's gonna be coach, like, what's it called, supporting everyone on a wheelchair, bro. Like, it is what it is. You decided to sign a contract. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You signed the contract. You gotta find what you want to do with it. Yeah, you gotta support the team. That's what we brought you here for. But an Adam Wharton, Alex Scott, those are all players, yeah, that can help the team right now. Yeah. So if this is true, and I'm only going to say if this is true, yeah. If this is true, it's dangerous. I'm telling you, man. Our midfield's going to be bad, man. Because remember, we don't know whether Lavia is here or not. Lavia decides to choose when he wants to come into work. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying he works remotely. You know what I mean? He works from home. Lavia works from home, innit? You know what I'm saying? He's always traveling to other countries. He's that goes to places and got no signal. You know what I mean? You can only see him when he goes somewhere and he got Wi-Fi. That's the thing about Lavia. Big up to Lavia, but brother, I'm not someone that constantly loses their head about Lavia, because I know, listen, injuries are something that you can do nothing about, innit? But the only thing about Lavia that doesn't make us crash out constantly, yeah, is we know what his qualities are, and usually when he comes on, he shows us levels, innit? Exactly. It's either Scott or Wharton. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't see it being already Henderson and Scott, and then we'll still try to get a Wharton, innit? The way they're looking at it, Adam Wharton they'll see whether they can throw something, and if it sticks, they'll just grab him, innit? But I have a feeling that I don't know what you guys think, yeah. I think Scott might just come in anyway, and then Wharton comes in if we sell Enzo. And there's so many different possibilities, though. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many possibilities, and I don't want to be like fully negative and start saying that this is impossible and that. But at the same time, as someone who's a Chelsea fan, you hope that this is possible. You can bring someone of a quality of a squad, and also bring Adam Wharton. Me personally, listen, you can leave Adam Wharton, you can leave that Scott brother at Brighton. What's the team that he plays for? Bournemouth. Do you know what I'm saying? Bring me Adam Wharton. I'll take Wharton any day of the week. Bring me Adam Wharton. I'll take him right now. I'm telling you, look, Adam Wharton is a baller, bro, and he can actually dictate from deep. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got a mad pass on him. So, like, for me, like, bring him, innit? Like, for me, he's the guy that I want, first and foremost, innit? And then, like, Scott, I don't know, yeah, he's got legs and, you know what I'm saying? B-Tech Grealish and all that trim and whatever, he can add something to the team. But these man just don't want to sell him, bro. Inconsistentino. What? Inconsistentino. Oh my God. Palace won't sell all their good players first. That ain't happening, Yasser. People like David on Lewis's stream already did victory laps over our finances as if the window is closed. The balance closes September 1st, and they therefore want to offset that Rodgers fee. Yeah, but this is the thing, yo. Obviously, man like David's going to do David things. You know what I'm saying? But, like, for me, I'm looking at what you need to do, innit, for the team. Like, I don't expect them all to bring that all at once. They're going to try to offset it, so you're right. But this is what I'm saying, that I just want to see what they can do, innit? You know what I'm saying? And if you bring those players in, that's great. But I wouldn't want to lose. You see me, I don't mind losing Alex Scott to another team. If Alex Scott went somewhere else, I would genuinely not care. Like, I'd be like, okay, cool, whatever. He was a player we were looking at. Great, innit? Do you know what I mean? My problem is, yeah, that this brother, I ain't trying to do, like, Adam Wharton, I don't know, but I ain't trying to see him at a Liverpool. I'm not trying to see him at a Liverpool. I'm not trying to see him at United. I'm not trying to see him at any of those other clubs, bro. He's just got so much quality in midfield, yeah. I'm happy things are changing, but I ain't deluded and go from one extreme of hate and blue coat to being their happy club. In my opinion, we have troubles with finances, and both Scott and Wharton ain't happening. Oh, what's the first thing I said when I read this? I said I can only see it being in one or the other. Both is mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Both is mad. You still got players in, and you know how much they probably won, what is it, 70 or something million or more for Wharton, and they won, was it 80 or something like that for Scott, or 75, whatever the number is, yeah? It's crazy numbers. And then we spend 100 something on my man, so it's not like it's realistic, innit? You see what I'm saying? Just bring me Wharton. Forget Alex Scott. That's what I'm telling everyone. Forget Alex Scott. To get me, like Hamza said.
Don't forget. So when you're twerking for Chelsea, Hamza, don't forget what he just did.
Stop. Next one.
That's it. You know what I mean? You just grab the thing, bro. Next. You get me? Forget Alex Scott, bro. Just bring me Wharton. Bring me Wharton, bro. Yeah, just something, bro. I watched him, and listen, he does have quality. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit and say he's the worst player that I've ever seen. Yeah, he's good, but bro, yeah, just a brother that just runs. You know what I'm saying? He can press. That's you know, bro. The one thing I hate, the lap presses, bro. What does that mean? Yeah, but it's all right. Enzo ain't necessarily got the most legs. I mean, he got legs, yeah, but not like that. But the point is, put the brother that got legs next to him, innit? Caicedo, if Caicedo's next to him, you're chilling. You know what I mean? Well, that's what we do in Enzo anyway. You know, every time Enzo messes up, he's like, you know what I'm saying? And then Caicedo comes running. That's what we do. But then when you're on the ball, and a lot of the times we're the team that has the ball, you want that quality on the ball. That's how you break lines. That's how you manage to find your way in behind. That's where that's how you can find ways of like finding that players that run the runs. All those things happen when you have quality in midfield, bro. You just send Alex Scott to, bro. Send I can't Alex Scott be like the McAllister replacement? Alex Scott can be the McAllister. Let him go to Unks, bro. Let him go to Pile Poch. But I don't know why these men ain't got the money, bro. Yeah, look at this fraud. You know what I'm saying? He's telling us he got no longer. He's always jogging. You know? He don't want us to run it. Obviously, you don't want us to have him, innit? Because same way you like him for your team, we like him for our team, innit? It's one of them. But you get the point. But like I said, Wharton is one of them, innit? Alright, listen, man said on the back of the hattie. Of course, mate. We know exactly what we gotta do. We're bringing it back. Yeah?
That's how the police. I don't know why I'm singing that song, but
Real bad man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. JP yesterday in the right place. But this is what happens, bro. We just cranked up the pressure. The quality is on the pitch, and you saw the difference on the pitch yesterday, and it just is what it is. And I think I've heard some people complaining and crying about some of these, oh my days, we struggled against Sydney, bro. I don't know who that team is, innit? But at the end of the day, usually in pre-season, when you play these teams, they are going to play their best players, or they are playing their second team close to... You can't play kids. Well, half of them I don't even know, yeah? And you expect them to beat Donnies that are way older than them that are playing and whatever, innit? But at the end of the day, you saw when our players came on, yeah, it was like... Even Gittins, you know, man, I was on Lewis's chat, bro. Even Gittins, man, are saying, oh my God... Gittins, this is the season. I'm like, whoa. You lot kept telling me Garnacho and Gittins. I'm not trying to hear it. Listen, I'm telling everyone, yeah, if Gittins cooks this season, I don't want to hear anything. Yeah, I don't want to hear anything from you, man, that were cooking Gittins. I remember, yeah, you lot frauds. You know, bro, where is it? I don't care, bro. I ain't having it.
Important, man. Don't be scared. Hey, that guy's trying to take the stone and throw it to me. Scumbag, I've seen you. You look at me and trying to throw the stone at me.
Listen, I'm not saying he's amazing, yeah? Before everyone starts saying I was mad. But I can always tell, because I had issues with my confidence when I kicked ball in a couple of seasons, yeah? When I kicked ball and had injuries, whatever, yeah? I can always tell when a player is going through something, like, because I could tell, I can kind of like relate in it because I had those issues. Like when I had my ankle, what's it called? When I tore my ligaments in my ankle and I had to get back to football and my balance wasn't all that and it just kept, nothing was going my way. Remember, you don't get no professional treatment and that. You just got NHS, put your foot in the air and that, put ice on it. When it don't hurt no more, you're going back on the pitch, innit? You know what I mean? That's how it works. But like when I struggling and my form wasn't the same as I was before, you can tell when players are going through these things, innit? It's hard to explain to the Donnies that ain't kickball. It's just a weird one. But maybe it's similar in different sports. But like a lot of the times, it's a weird one. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. He's a shy kid. You want him, but this is the thing. You don't want shyness though. This is my thing. I said, yeah. You don't want a winger to be shy. You want a winger to have that like Doku behavior, innit? Where you're like, brother, I could beat you every single time. But you know what doesn't help? The crowd. If the crowd are on your back every single time you mess up, it's dark. Because remember, yeah, if you're a direct winger, in some ways you're supposed to lose the ball bare times, but then you're successful like a couple of times. Yeah, like you're unsuccessful more than you're successful, but it's what you do when you're successful. Because remember, yeah, what's the point of having you going against a fullback if the fullback's not getting the better of you? Because like this is my thing. If you're going at the fullback and you constantly beating him, you know what happens, yeah? The coach just go to, man, switch. You get me? He'll start switching the fullbacks because he's like, brother, you getting cooked. I can't have you against him every time. So then you switch. And then if he's not glocking you up, now the manager's starting to say, okay, you know what? We might have to move the centre back to close you down as soon as you beat him, or we might have to get their winger to kind of drop back to start putting two man on you, whatever. Yeah, but not everyone is on that level, and we never thought that in the professional game we're talking about Neymars and that. People are expecting that from Gittins, you know. Yo, you could, but this is why you go outside, and then you get cut off, and then you go inside. You try different things, innit? Do you guys get what I'm saying? You can't just always. This is the thing about being. You have to essentially be a problem solver on the wing. You go on the outside, but then you have to have a connection. Is your fullback gonna go overlap you every time? So if you're gonna get an overlap, that means you might have a couple more seconds or a bit more of a gap to go into. Whereas if you don't, you have to do more with what you have in it. And it's more difficult in the Prem than it is other leagues because of how quickly you get closed down. How like especially with low blocks, and that's not the same. So like you can't have a brother come in and expect him to just, but cool, we all want him to bang straight away. But if he doesn't, like you have to have a bit of an understanding, because you can't say that the league is the most difficult league and its Prem is amazing, but then you expect someone to just be like this. This is where I've always kind of not liked when people kind of just put Garnacho and Gittins together as one sentence. Yeah, but look at your winger, you have Garnacho and Gittins. I'm like, brother, yeah, but we do have them both, and one's injured, one is whatever, but you don't put them together. They're two different players. Do you know what I'm saying? People forget he only played like 500 minutes last season. By the time he got injured, he had put together 2-3 man of the match performances. You know what it is? He started all right. The Ajax game, the Wolves game is when he done well. And he had another game. I just never seem to remember which other game it was. Wolves was Carabao Cup when the lap elbowed someone, you know. That was his first game back. Gittins was starting to build a relationship with Tyreek George. Yeah, and I think even in the England team, wherever they played, under 21s or whatever the other below the younger team, yeah. I started seeing videos of them linking up and banging in goals, yeah. And it kind of started helping in our team. But he got injured because remember he was cooking on the Racine. This is the thing man forget. Remember Racine played him right wing. Was it Charlton or something like that? He played him right wing and everyone was like, oh my god, he played him. Then he moved left wing and then Hato played well. And then all of a sudden he got the hamstring injury, he disappeared. So we just were stuck with Garnacho. In some ways, one of the best things that ever happened to us, because then everyone saw how bad he is. He got shipped. You know, there was, in some ways it's bad because we suffered, but whatever. We can't change a man, you know. Better have a talented child kid who can get confidence over time than a diluted waste man like Nani who thinks he's there. But this is the thing. We had that with Garnacho. He thought he was the guy, but he wasn't. And I think you don't see the room of improvement in him, innit? You don't see him as a player that's like, you know what, maybe they're right and I need to improve. He was thinking, rah, I'm the best winger. Listen, I play for Chelsea. I'm the best winger to ever live, bro. That's the energy you get from him, bro. He thinks like he's the best, but constantly falling over and that. We don't play wingers, but Buddy Issue wants to chat to Liverpool. Yeah, he can go. Donald Duckbeck ain't unlocking. Just when I bought you my main business this summer, you go and sign up for it. Hey, you see you're fraud here. You're a hater. You know that was? You're a hater, mate. Listen.
Go fuck yourself! My favorite album is Where Is My Signings? Where is the players? That's my favorite album.
Yeah? You keep your mouth shut, yeah? We snatched your chain, yeah, for this Morgan Rogers, whatever the hell it was. We know Vinny Jr. is not your main target, and then you still ain't got him. And if he's not your main target, that means one of them scrubby wingers is your main target. Then someone put a post out saying that Arsenal's targets are Doué, Musiala, who was all these names on the list, bro, and you only explored Vinny. Yeah, they done it with some of the maddest wages. Yeah. So listen, it is what it is. You get me? It is what it is. Juventus close to signing Randall Kolo Muani. Yeah, that brother ain't trying to go back to Tottenham. Yeah, he ain't trying to go back to Tottenham, bro. Let me see if I can find that. We still got my man there, you know. We still got Pedro Neto. For anyone that still wants Pedro Neto, my brothers, he's available. And I've got this beautiful clip for you lot as well if you want to hear it.
Hijack Chelsea's deal. Now,
you know what I mean? This is you. You shouldn't have started this with me, Paris Mandem. You get me?
Now, could Arsenal be set to hijack Chelsea's deal for Maxence Lacroix? Arsenal looking like they need a centre-back, and Lacroix could be the guy.
Lacroix. Actually, he was linked with us. Lacroix.
Now, could Arsenal be set to hijack Chelsea's deal for Maxence Lacroix? Arsenal looking like they need a centre-back. And Lacroix could be the guy.
Lacroix. Actually, he was linked with us. Lacroix, yeah?
Yeah,
He
but
was
the thing
linked
is,
with us.
if he has to pick between Chelsea and Arsenal, I think he picks Chelsea. Only because he starts for us consistently. With you lot, bro, he's Gabriel Saliba, bro. That's your pairing.
Bro, you lot are not slapping out
Am I not capping here? Am I not being fair here?
I know what you mean. If you
Why
like
would he-
start,
If you're gonna stop,
Listen, man, yeah. When it comes to this brother, yeah, of like so, I don't know. I feel like it's man to pronounce his name first. Listen, we call him what we want to call him, bro. You get me? We will call him Lacrosse. Yeah, we'll call him Lacroix, Lacroissant. You get me? We got bare names for this brother, bro. Lacroix. We're not calling him that one though. Do you get me? That one we ain't calling him. Yeah, you could call him. Hey, listen, yeah.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Hey, I ain't on that one. I'm not calling him that. You know, that's not me. I'm not calling him that one. But I think, I don't know, man. You know what's weird about Arsenal? Yeah, I feel like you lot won the league, and then you're trying to do you want to spend money smart. Like that's the one. I kind of never got that one. Do you know what I'm saying? I kind of never got that one. I thought now slap the money on the table. Do you know what I'm saying? You got the money though. You got the income that's coming in. So it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense. But if that's how you guys want to move, then you do. And listen, the closer it gets to the end of the window, the more people know that you're desperate. the more that you know people are desperate, and bro, it's not going to be easy. And I think that's why. Hey, listen, big up to Pineapple Head, my brother. You know, Northside yesterday was crashing out. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, when Northside doesn't have the plaits and that, he just has the ponytail thing, yeah? Elite Northside. Elite Northside. You know? He's my brother, yeah? Elite Northside. Man said, Berta out. You know what I mean? Berta out. He wants him out, bro. He made him tired. He's like, brother, this brother is rubbish. Yeah, and this is the thing. I've seen videos, yeah, or like even the clips from like from a space, yeah, when obviously the news came out about the Vinny Jr. thing, yeah. And the problem with the Vinny Jr. thing that a lot of people aren't talking about, yeah, is that it says, and even Kizzy told us this in the group chat. He says it's all been agreed from all the. It's been agreed from all. What did the tweet say? Everyone at board level agreed. Something like that. 1 second. I want to read it. Okay, here you go, yeah? Before anyone... Because I said this in my other stream before. It says, clubs not yet in talks. Look. Interest early stage. Clubs not yet in talks, but idea approved at all level. You know what they done? They said, clubs not yet in talks, but approved at all levels. People removed the bit where it said idea. Brother, there's a difference between sitting down and having an idea that we're talking about, yeah? And all of us agreeing to it, instead of us actually agreeing to everything. They made it sound like they agreed to everything. Do you get it? And then I'm thinking, if you've agreed to everything, paying him and everything, yeah, where's the bid then? Like, this is the point. People started waffling and said, telling man, nah, it's agreed. We've already agreed. We're willing to slap the money. You see when that video came out here yesterday from Sky Sports, this one, yeah? There's people telling me, nah, that's not the truth. We're waiting. Do you know what I'm saying? They're saying now waiting for someone reliable to tell us. Chat. You know, people started telling me, we're waiting for someone reliable to tell us that Vinny Jr. is staying. You know, we ain't heard. So essentially, if he signs, that's what we're going to know it's a bomber. Right now, it's not a bomber. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, wait, hold on. Like, you got, if Sky Sports telling you the player's staying, that usually is like done and dusted. Because these man ain't putting anything on their thing unless it's fully confirmed, yeah? Like, Romano and them, man, we saw what they're doing the other day. They're all throwing each other like under the bus. I think was it Plettenberg and that? Him and Plettenberg had a little argument about the Diamande thing. Oh, by the way, a man told us, here we go for Diamande. I made the video. I made the short. I was talking about the fee. I talked about him going, all that kind of stuff, yeah? All for him to say, oh, they haven't fully signed yet. What? So you embarrassed me, bro. So this is what I used to tell you, like, I don't believe in the here we goes, bro. Yeah, but you know, people want to choose to not read it sometimes. This is what it is. Like, this is why I've always said, I don't really, when it comes to Ornstein and Arsenal, yeah, people don't know he's a mouthpiece for the club, innit? That's his thing. He wrote a book about Arteta. There's bare things that people don't know about Ornstein. But Ornstein, essentially, like, usually with Ornstein, he'll tell you the thing is in this stage or it's done, innit? That's what you get with Ornstein. You don't get the useless information. You don't get the useless information from him, yeah? But if you go back and read that tweet, man's telling you about exploring. Since when is the Ornstein bomber about exploring? It's usually the deal's done or they're finalizing, and usually it's actual things that are happening. But someone gave him that ring from Arsenal. He's like, listen, we messed up on Morgan Rogers, yeah? Tell these man, tell these man that we're interested. We're interested in my man, bro. But this is the funny bit. And I sent this yesterday. I sent this to Thingy yesterday, yeah? Listen, by the way, I'm not saying Alex Crook is a source, yeah? But you don't know about this brother, yeah? he tweeted. This is July 25th, so this is what, 4 days ago, yeah. Arsenal have added Vinny to their list of targets. Not necessarily their number one option, but certainly one to keep an eye on given his contract situation at Madrid and impending arrival of Diamande. They've added him to the list, but he's not on top of their list. What? I don't think what. And this is per David Ornstein, so it's not like he's telling us his own little thing, yeah. So it's mad. I kept seeing Romano linking us, and it smells like Benzema new contract. Yeah, like unless it's not, and you lot sign him, then obviously we just gotta end up holding the L, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then other than that, it's what 700k a week is mad. This is the thing. This is what the money is on, bro. He's on 721k per week plus bonuses. He's on 480 a week fixed and 240 a week bonuses, euros, innit? So 721's how much? 721. Well, you're not gonna sign the bonuses. So he's on 25 plus whatever. Like he's on mad money though. So unless you're gonna pay that, man's gonna got a 1 billion release clause. Hey, before we end it, we definitely gotta do that one though. Have you seen anyone say Ben Jacobs bomber? Hey, not recently though. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Not recently, but it's a weird one though. And like for me, this is the thing though. We losing that brother, you know, man. Them. I'm telling you. Where is it? This guy. Remember Chelsea wanted this guy. Alachabegovic. Yeah? Juventus are waiting for Karim Alachabegovic final approval after Van Stoke with Bayer Leverkusen. The agreement to club is 33 million. I swear we wanted to play 30. Didn't we want to play 30 million? Juve still waiting for green light. Well, obviously we were linked to him, yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. I ain't seen any updates with that. And obviously Rodri, Colomboine is going for 40 plus add-ons, and he retweeted the same thing again. Yeah, but with him and the Plettenberg thing, yeah. Let me tell you, man, this with the Plettenberg thing. You know what? It's not weird, yeah, and kind of Fabrizio kind of done that thing, yeah, where. If like a big content creator helps you out on something, or you ask a big content creator about something, and then obviously you have your own little discussion or argument later down the line, and then he's like, remember when I done this for you? So the thing that Fabrizio done that was stupid, yeah, is after they were going back and forth about whether the source was real or about the whole Diamande stuff, and one of them called the other out. I think Fabrizio got called out because obviously it ended up being a failed bomber. I think Plettenberg accused that brother, yeah, of not putting in all the information just to make sure he drops his information first, innit? And obviously in journalism, it's a bit mad. Like, you want to make sure you have all your information before you drop it, because you got to obviously make sure you got facts there, innit? And I think with Fabrizio, he wants to, he likes that, the little thing, and it's the feeling thing for the bomber. Yeah, he did, but like, if man's dropping information and turning around saying, yeah, but yours not complete or whatever it is, yeah, that's fine. But this is the thing. So when he called him out and he was like, you're only trying to drop it first, because I think Fabrizio said that something that he dropped wasn't right, whatever, yeah. And then when I deeped it, yeah, it's funny, you know, chat. And then later Fabrizio drops the brothers like DMs, yeah. And he's like, remember when you said this, or you asked me for this, and blah, 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 whatever. And now you're calling me out. And I was like, the one thing, yeah, the one thing you don't do is expose your sources, innit? Or private information. Like, when it comes to these bombers and what's it called? When it comes to these bomber stuff, yeah, like, not bomber, like, how can I say this? Like, journalism and football and sources and information, you're supposed to be trusted in, like, essentially the way the whole thing works, yeah, is that you're supposed to be trusted with information that's supposed to stay private until it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? And you showed that when someone gives you information, we don't know if you're going to withhold that information or just put it out just because you don't feel right. You know what I mean? It's weird, bro. So he's kind of put himself in a weird one for that one, yeah? Because he kind of ruined the trust bit. And that's why we're also seeing a lot of other people that have more exclusives at some point that you're like, wait, what's going on here? But yeah. He's essentially said you gotta know your place. You know what I'm saying? But that was low. But listen, Fabrizio, he done me dirty, bro. That's why I'm calling him out the fraud, bro. He made me do a Dear Monday video, and I'm seeing this brother. He's not holding up the thing shirt since then. And the last thing I want to say as well, LaCroix. Listen, man, I was watching All You Can Eat Chelsea earlier today on the way to the gym, and I'm seeing people crying in the chat saying, what happened to LaCroix? Does he have contract issues? Is that why he never got announced? Brother, they'll announce him whenever they announce him, bro. Like, what am I going to do in an announcement? As long as they said he's going to meet with the squad at a certain point, let the brother meet at the squad at a certain point. I got told, here we go. If this brother don't turn up, me and all of these journalists, obviously we're going to start dropping videos on the journalists, you get me? But until then, forget the announcement. Like, man, it's too obsessed. Maybe they're scared that it doesn't happen, yeah? But the things that people are playing in their head, oh, there might be contract issues. Maybe it's not done. They just lied to us. And I'm like, bro, like, why are you not so stressed? Like, wait till they do whatever and I need you. But listen, at the end of the day, yeah, we done a nice stream, you know, hour and a half. What else? Yeah, listen, Italian FA, you lot got a hold, bro. I don't know what childish behavior that is from the Italian FA, yeah? Yeah, listen, I'm telling you right now.
I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
Yeah, it's dark. The Italian FA, I don't know what game they're playing. I was checking my phone and I'm just seeing a madness. I'm seeing a madness, bro. So, Maldini and another technical director, yeah? Leonardo. So, I don't know if anyone knows about this, yeah? Let me screen share second one. So, they both decided they were going to go for Pep first. So, they wanted to restart a restructuring, yeah? I heard LaCroix announced today. All right, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So, Paolo Maldini just dropped a bombshell in a recent interview explaining why he and Leonardo are resigning from their roles as the Italy national team technical director and advisor just 10 days after signing their contracts. Paolo Maldini says, one of my biggest mistakes was ever accepting the role in the first place. Yeah? Italian football has fallen so far, and it's all because of the federation. When we were appointed, we drafted a 3-man shortlist to take over as manager of the national team. Pep Guardiola was obviously our first choice, while Andrea Pirlo was our third. So he never told us who the second choice is, but that's fine. We negotiated well with Pep and we reached an agreement with him. However, when we informed the federation about our agreement, they told us they couldn't afford to pay him and said we needed to find a cheaper option. How could you agree with Pep and not have the money? This is Italy, bro. This is not a nation. Nah, this is not like... Brother, this is not like them... Bro, this is not like Curacao or something, bro. This is not like Cape Verde. It's not like you're talking about a small island and they ain't got the money. Do you get me? So we negotiated with Pep. Okay, we then reached an agreement with Andrea, who we believe would have been a good choice to lead us back to the glory days since the federation couldn't afford to pay Pep. But President Malago went against the appointment, using his association with a Russian brand as an excuse. This is a sad day for Italian football because it has fallen lower than ever before, all due to the incompetence of the federation. We will continue to remain a low-level football nation. A man started cussing at his own nation's federation. Hey, not spitting on his own nation's federation, you know. Yeah, he's fuming, bro. And he goes, if Malago is still the federation's president, that is the truth. We both tried our best, but believe me when I tell you that we can't be saved again. Yeah? So, Baggio report. 1 sec. Okay. Listen, hopefully... The Baggio report is a forgotten 900-page blueprint to overhaul Italian football. It focuses on youth development, technical skill over rigid tactic, and nationwide scouting. Italian football legend Baggio presented this comprehensive technical plan to the football Italian after being appointed head of its technical sector in 2010. The federation largely ignored the proposal, leading Baggio to resign in 2013. Youth training shift focus away from early physical tactical drills to prioritize individual technique. I heard about this back in the day. I heard about this because remember they always wanted to say, forget the whole physical stuff. Let's just phase. I remember when they were talking about individual technique, creativity, and football control. I remember this. Divide Italy into 100 federal districts with assigned coaches to one at a time in youth matches. This brother made the whole thing. And do you know what I mean? Short meeting. Baggio's presentation to the federation was reportedly brief and dismissed in favor of maintaining the status quo. Public resignation. Baggio stated his work remained a dead letter as officials prioritized self-interest and short-term job security. Supporters and media frequently revisit the ignored dossier during national team struggles. So every time the team struggles, people remember what he done. A man done a 900 page, you know. You know how mad is 900 pages? I couldn't even do 200 words at uni, bro. So, obviously, I'm pretty sure, let's not take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure they've assigned, okay, yeah, Juventus have reached an agreement with Kerim Ayabegbegic. So, yeah, they're going to get him 33 million euros plus 7 million bonuses package. So, it's what, 40 million euros they're going to get him for. AI4 did it for him. AI, there was no AI in 2013, you fraud. 2010. Look at this, brother. You know what I'm saying? Man said AI in 2010. Sorry that I'm doing this, yeah. I just want to go down to the whole Italy stuff, yeah, because you'll see it when I bring it back. So they've replaced certain man on that list now. I know that Ranieri is in that team, but I don't remember if he's the coach or what he is. Like, I don't remember what. I don't want to talk about the World Cup stuff. I'm sorry, man. The World Cup stuff is dead. Yeah, Mancini is the coach now. That means the other brother, what's his name? Claudio Ranieri as new technical director. Here we go. He will be, Rihanna will be new strongman of the federation. Mancini, new head coach. Ranieri, new technical director. The thing is, yeah, we don't know if that brother has been, do you know what I'm saying? If the main brother has sacked or left, innit? We don't know that. I think that's one of the few, question marks that we have about this, innit? I said this was before AI. Italy didn't play World Cup for a reason. Justice for Balotelli. Man ain't been at a World Cup since in 16 years. Brother, I remember about the World Cup. So it's been 16 years now. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I haven't watched the World Cup. Hey, dark. But listen, either way, they're not serious, bro. And the nation's not holding him to account as well. So it doesn't make sense because in some way, obviously, big up to Gianni. I don't know if you don't know who Gianni is. If you don't know who Gianni is, you're a fraud. You know what I mean? You're supposed to know who Gianni is. Yeah, let me see if his channel comes up. But you subscribe to his channel, innit? He's obviously Italian. He's an Arsenal fan, Napoli fan, yeah. So he has sick conversations on his channel as well. You guys are missing out. If nobody's live or people are live, you can go over there and watch that, yeah. He's Italian American, Napoli and Arsenal fan. And he talks about a lot of the Italian football stuff. So he knows much more than we even looked at. You go over there and mention the what's it called, the Baggio report, you know what I'm saying? You never know, he could have the Baggio report on his phone, you know. Like, but jokes aside, literally if you click on the link on the chat, man, it will literally just take you to his channel. It will minimize this, subscribe to his channel, you know what I'm saying? If you ever see him live, tell him he has to send you and that, and go see some of the content. He spoke about the Italy stuff last night, so if you guys want to go see it, you can go see it as well. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, what's it called? Paris Mandem put North's travel channel on there. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in Holland at the end of August. I'm gonna be there for a week. Obviously, we have something to attend. Yeah. Obviously, me and my brother Northside are gonna link up in Holland. So there might be some content coming out over there. Whether it's Northside Travels, whether it's football content, we are gonna drop something. Whether it's on my channel, we're gonna figure it out. But it should be happening. Yeah. So I did tell you, like, don't miss out on that, because that's gonna be funny or lit, whatever. We don't know. We're gonna find out what we're gonna do. But yeah, so make sure if you're interested in what's it called, chat? If you guys are interested in like travel vlogs, food reviews, restaurant reviews, all that kind of stuff, yeah, it's on there. Obviously, North lives in Barca now, so you get Barca stuff, but when he travels, you get to see other stuff. So if you don't just want to watch football stuff, subscribe to my boy Northside Travels. Do you know what I'm saying? Wait, Yasser, Spurs versus Chelsea prediction. Hold on, when's Spurs versus Chelsea? Oh, pre-season. That's why that brother in Touch the Lines chat was talking to me about, we're gonna slap you lot and that. And I'm thinking, bro, I don't know who you're talking to, like. You know what I mean? I don't know who you're talking to. 10:45 in the morning. Oh, Saturday. This Saturday, 10:45. We're beating Spurs. You know, like, I can't do the low tick. Listen, we're beating Spurs. 3-1. 3-1 Chelsea, bro. Obviously their team's good now. They got the Zerbi. But it's the usual. You know, yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Well, I'm not going to Amsterdam. Well, I might go there to see it, but I'm not going there. Obviously, I'm going to go to my city, Rotterdam. You know what I mean? But I might pull up Amsterdam along the way, and obviously somewhere else as well. Nah, we can't stream the wedding, bro. Are you stupid? You know a man said stream the wedding, bro. What? I said stream the wedding. No, I'm not going to Amsterdam. Like, I'm gonna see whether I'm gonna go and have a look around. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have anything to do in Amsterdam. I'm not from Amsterdam, bro. We'll see if we go there, but I don't. Even though I lived there, like, part of my life, never really liked Amsterdam like that. I was 13 when I left, so I didn't know about no coffee shops. You know what I mean? I didn't care about all that kind of stuff. You get me? Listen, all you man know is Amsterdam and smoking, bro. That's your problem. Yeah? My country is lit. Yeah? If you want to see what we're going to see, watch the vlogs. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Instead, this is what I'm saying, bro. You lot leave me alone.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
Hey, listen, though, big up to you lot all. Put your predictions for Chelsea versus Spurs in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let us know who you think is going to win. You know, how about that? You know? Let us know who you think is going to win. I'm never betting against my club. You know what I mean? I'm never betting against my club. So if you lot want to do that, that's up to you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not a member and want to become a member, listen, we appreciate that. If you are a member and you have any things that you guys want to see, in terms of like if you want to see something or you see certain amount of like type of content, whatever, let us know. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure to try and do that on the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I asked. What do they call it? Recommendations and that, or things that you guys want to see. I don't know about no vlogs yet. You get me? I don't know. I can't see myself like vlogging and that. Yeah, but we could find ways of doing certain things if we need to. You know what I'm saying? There's no one live, bro. There's no way people are on live, bro. What is this? You know what it is about watch-alongs, yeah? When I first started doing YouTube, I used to do watch-alongs. Then I realized everyone does watch-alongs. Yeah, no. He's getting thumbed up on the vlog, you know. Hey, you know what it is, yeah? You can have stabilization now innit, on your cameras, whether it's phone or... And this is what annoys me when people don't record properly, yeah? Or obviously if you have a little DJI Osmo, whatever they call it, yeah? You can get the nice angle. You can even press that button, yeah, where it locks onto the person, yeah? So if someone's getting beaten up, you can get a nice video. If I see Garnacho in the Midlands, bro, I'm telling you, look, it's dark. Just don't send this to no police, innit? Don't get me arrested. You know what I mean? If I told I know it, yeah, we're definitely not doing this. No, I'm trying to see. We might have to just... You know what, yeah? Oh, look at this. Deal agreed for Arsenal. Vinicius Junior offer. Rodri to Madrid bid. Ah, there we go. We're not falling for this, man. You know what? I'm gonna redirect you lot over here to what's his name? Man like Jester, innit? He's playing one of them racing games, blood. You go over there, show him some love. You know what I mean? Nah, he wanted the to be full. Mad. You know what I mean? No, but you can't see then, bro. Big up to Stephen Brook for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. So listen, we are going to be back. I'll try to do a stream tomorrow. Obviously today I think we got Ahwa, so I'm going to be on Ahwa. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, if there's anything that needs a video or something, I'll drop it. If I have to go live, we'll go live. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just recently, a lot of the times Lewis has gone live, I've been outside. So that when the Henderson news and stuff like that's been happening, I've been outside. So it's like, sometimes I used to be at home and then the news would drop and you watch it. But now I'm outside, so I can't really jump on. But I watch it. I'm always there. But big up to Lewis, big up Old Mandem. Big up to every single one of you. I appreciate you lot all that pulled up. You listen. The only care is Stephanie Brook. Hey, now you know, bro. Big up to you lot. Listen, big up to the best community. Listen, love for all the love. I appreciate all of you lot that's been here. You know what I'm saying? We had like 30 people average and that. So listen, the channel was actually growing. So I appreciate you lot. Big up to everyone that's also coming to the channel every week, every stream. You know what I'm saying? Very consistently showing love. Like, I appreciate it. Like, genuinely appreciate it. I know I need to do more, so I'm gonna try and do more content. Go and show just the love if he's the if it's the game that you guys like that he's playing, yeah. Enjoy, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Tell him Yasser TV raid. And there's no one really live anyway. So like, go enjoy the Donny playing a game that we don't really often see in it. Just support our Australian brother. You know, them ones, yeah. Love for all the love. And listen, I'm out. Do you know them ones?
What are you laughing at, you fucking fraud? What's he laughing at?